Good day everyone, my name is James Basabe. We're going to talk about lesson 3, which is engine drivability problem. To letter A, engine will not crank. First bullet, not cranking. If electrical fault, high resistance in solenoid contacts. Ano nga ba ang solenoid? Ito yung nakakonekta, nakadirekta sa starter motor. If mechanical engine fault, spin main bearing causing drag on crankshaft, rebuild the entire engine. Bullet. Typical electric problems. Loose, dirty, or corroded terminals and connectors. Discharge o pagkasira ng baterya. Faulty starter motor. Faulty control circuits. Tayo sa typical mechanical problem. Says piston or bearings. Hydrostatic lock from liquid in cylinder. Incorrect ignition or valve timing. Says alternator or other belt driving device. Third bullet. Determine test by the likelihood of the fault. Example, if vehicle in a parking lot, better chance fault is electrical. Fourth bullet, ease of conduct test or visual. Example, easier to perform starter draw test than inspect main bearings. Bullet, measure starter motor current draw force. Slow crank with low draw, high resistance in main starter circuit or the starter. Slow crank with the high draw, fault in the starter or engine mechanical fault. Ang sabi dito, kapag mabagal na crank na may mababaw na draw, mas mataas na resistance sa main starter circuit o starter. Sa pangalawa, kapag mabagal na crank na may mataas na draw, fault nito sa starter engine technical fault. Bullet. If mechanical, check oil and coolant for contamination. If coolant and oil mix, check head gasket or crack head lock. Ang sabi dito, pwede naman natin suriin ng langis para sa contamination. Sa if coolant, kung naghahalo na ang coolant at langis, pwede siya suriin ang head o gasket o baka may basag na head o block. If no contamination, turn engine over to check if is tight. 7 minutes. If hard to turn, remove accessory drive belt and spin each accessory before trying to turn engine over again. Bullet. If still hard to turn over, disassemble components to check them individually. Tayo sa letter B. Engine cranks but will not start. Engine cranks but won't start. What's causing the no start? Ba't nga ba hindi siya nag-i-start? Ang sabi dito, all engines require 3 things to start and run. Ang una, spark plug. Saan nga ba nakapalagay na system ang spark? Ang spark doon siya nakalagay sa ignition system. Fuel, ang fuel naman doon siya nakalagay sa fuel system. And last, compression. If any one of these isn't there, you aren't going anywhere. Ito ang kanyang symptom. Engine cranks but won't start nga. Ito ang probable causes. Fuel pump, ito na rin ang nandito na rin ang kanyang code. PCM, nandito na din, crank sensor, and last, fuel pressure. Natin makita ang mga code, dito na tayo, magpuproceed na sa no spark due to a bad crank position sensor, a faulty ignition module or PCM, a problem in the ignition circuit, a faulty park neutral safety switch, a bad ignition coil, or wet plugs or plug wires. A less common cause is a worn starter that draws so many amps while cranking the engine that there's not enough juice left to adequately power the ignition system and fuel injectors. Contributing factors might be a weak battery and or loose or corroded battery cables. No fuel because of a dead fuel pump, bad fuel pump relay. Blown, blown fuel pump fuse, plugged fuel filter or line, or failed PCM injector driver circuit or injector power supply relay. Or the fuel tank might be empty, or the fuel tank might contain contaminated fuel, type of fuel, of the wrong type of fuel. No compression because the timing belt or chain is broken. The timing belt or chain is loose and jump off, jump out of time. Or the overhead camshaft has snapped. A powerful scan tool like AutoTrack Express DIY can help isolate the root cause. Punta na tayo sa ignition control. Ignition control module. Ano nga ba ito? Ignition control module or ICM controls ignition hopefully for the life of the vehicle. The second bullet, the ICM receives signal or inputs from CMP sensor, CKP sensor, PCM to an exact firing moment for each spark plug at each cylinder at extremely high voltage. Timing is varied because of bearing condition or engine loads. Yan ay iba-iba naman ang timing dahil di naman magkakapareho ng makina. Location depends on design and space. Mounted on around the ignition coils on a direct injection system on in the distributor. Let's proceed sa row idling. If your vehicle is experiencing row idling, you'll probably know it immediately. While some cases are less severe than others, a row idle is usually identifiable by a shaking and bouncing sensation in the vehicle. Next, you may also notice odd sounds as well as inconsistent RPM counts. Normally, a vehicle should have a smooth and consistent RPM rate of around 1,000. If your vehicle is falling below or rising above this you may be dealing with an idling issues. Next, ang una ay vacuum leak. Ano nga ba ang vacuum leak? A leak in the vacuum system na nakakatulong ito sa pagsasaayos ng daloy ng hangin sa ating makina na maaaring magdulot ito ng maling pag-idle. Kadalasan ito ay dahil sa worn na hose o sa gasket. Pangalawa naman ay spark plug. Nasabi ko na kanina ang spark plug ay parte siya ng ignition system. Spark plugs. Sani ito ng spark plug o kaya sa mga wire ng spark plug. Kilala naman natin ang spark plug na ito ay isang bahagi ng ignition system nga. Pangatlo, dirty fuel injector. Minsan kapag may mga maraming parts sa ating injector, maaari din itong maging sanhi ng raw idling engine. Siyempre, ang injector natin, siya yung nagpapakalat ng gasolina sa mga makina natin. Kaya mas maganda, i-check natin palagi o masigurado natin na malinis ang kanyang performance o maganda. Is carburetor problems. Ang sabi dito, yung mga lumang model daw ng sasakyan ay gumagamit ng carburetor kaysa sa fuel injector, yung mga bagong model na. Ang karaniwang pag-itim ng usok ay problema sa carburetor. Ang maayos na carburetor ay hindi siya gumagawa ang malinis sa carburetor ay hindi siya gumagawa o nagre-resulta ng itim ng usok. Kaya naman meron tayong carburetor cleaner na nakakatulong sa pagtunaw ng carbon deposit. Upang malinis din ang raw idler problems at malutas yun. Let's proceed sa letter D. Overheating. Common reason for overheating engines. There are a variety of reasons why a vehicle engines can overheat. Certain example may be bigger fixes, such as refilling your antifreeze, but other issues may be more permanent if not properly taken care of by a professional. Below the below are common factors that can cause a car to overheat. Ito na daw yung sanhi. Ito yung mga sanhi sa pag-overheat. Dito na tayo sa number 1. Too little or no coolant. Ano nga ba ang pagkakaintindi ko dito? Kung meron kang masyadong maliit o walang kulang sa cooling system ng iyong sasakyan, maaari itong humantong sa pag-overheat at pwede itong maging din na pagkasira ng iyong makina o sasakyan. Kapag masyadong maliit o walang coolant ay mahalagang madagdagan agad ng coolant at i-check kung may tagas ba ito sa system. Number 2, cooling system leaks. An empty coolant reservoir tank could be caused by a potential leak. Leaks in the coolant can often be identified by spots or puddles on the ground. Maaaring makita agad kung may tulo sa sahig. May kulay naman kasing coolant. Number 3, a broken water pump. Ang trabaho ng water pump ay i-circulate niya ang coolant sa buong makina. Kapag ang coolant ay marumi o kaya naman masyadong maraming build-up, maaari nito pigilan yung coolant mula sa paglipat ng pump na pwede siya maging sanhi ng pag-overheat. For radiator issues, radiators and their fans help to reduce heat from the engine by decreasing coolant temperatures. Issues with the fans may reduce the capability of the radiator to remove heat, which will cause unnatural temperature increases. Tayo sa 5, oil too low. Masyadong mababa ang langis. Kapag mababa yung langis, maaari itong mag-overheat o tumaas ang temperature ng makina. Number 6, thermostat failure. Like the thermostat in a home, the thermostat in a vehicle is needed to regulate engine temperatures. A thermostat failure may cause harm to the engine by not allowing the coolant to flow as intended by the vehicle manufacturer. 7. Issues with belt and hoses. If coolant hoses are leaking, blocked or ruptured, or if the belts are worn out or frayed, their purpose of maintaining air and coolant flow to and from the engine and related system will be limited and may lead to an unexpected engine damage. For more information, view our services on belts and hoses. Number 8, last, heater core is plugged up. Coolant flow may be compromised if the engine's heat exchanger unit is clogged or blocked, which can cause overheating in the vehicle engine. Dito na tayo sa tips to prevent a car from overheating. Remembering a few quick tips as you drive can help to alleviate permanent engine damage down the road. The first bullet, check your vehicle's coolant levels on the consistent basis. Second, store an extra bottle of the antifreeze and a gallon of water in your trunk. Third, monitor your car's thermostat as you're driving. Number 4, do not overuse the car's air conditioning on extremely hot days. Number 5, help cool the engine by running the heat at the first sign of overheating. The last, refer to the vehicle owner's manual to stay up to to date on coolant service batches. Last sa overheating. An overheating engine is a sign of a serious issue. Regular maintenance checks will help identify problems early on before causing permanent damage to your vehicle. If you have questions regarding to your coolant and cooling systems, we're available to help you at your local Goodyear Auto Service location. Dito naman tayo sa letter E. High fuel consumption. Fuel consumption is a normal phenomenon with internal combustion engine in cars because they burn fuel to get the energy to propel a vehicle. However, fuel consumption becomes a concern when you realize that a car consuming more than it's supposed to. If you have a noti if you have noticed that your car is consuming more fuel than is used to, you may want to check on the following. At ito naman ang nilalaman sa high fuel consumption. Faulty engine, poor engine oil, poor quality fuels, air conditioning, worn out tires, poor maintenance, short distance, wrong gears, worn out clutch and warming the car in the morning, driving style, overloading and speeding, and last, overspeeding. Naman tayo sa letter F, loss of power. Number 1, low compression gas and diesel engine. In order for a car engine to function properly and provide adequate power to the vehicle, there must be good cylinder compression throughout the combustion process. Number 2, next, clogged fuel filter. The fuel filter is located between the fuel injectors and fuel pump of the vehicle. Ang trabaho daw ng fuel filter is to screen the gasoline for any impurities which may exist in it. That way, when the fuel pump sends the gasoline into the engine, those impurities won't be there. The next, bad air filter. The internal combustion chamber of an engine is responsible for mixing gasoline and air together in order to generate the power that is needed to run vehicle. Before the air can enter the chamber, it must pass through an air filter that screens out bugs, debris, and other kinds of impurities that may exist in it. Number 4, plug exhaust pipe. There are two filters in an exhaust system, the muffler and the catalytic converter. Ang trabaho ng catalytic converter is cut down the amount of pollution generated from the exhaust gases. Number 5, camshaft position sensor malfunction. The vehicle camshaft position sensor is responsible for gathering information about the camshaft speed of the vehicle and then sending it to electronic control module or ECM. Number 6, map sensor malfunction. The main responsibility of a mass airflow sensor is to measure the amount of air flows into the engine and then report the amount to the powertrain control module. Number 7, oxygen sensor malfunction. When excess gases leave your vehicle engine, the amount of gases which leave is measured by the oxygen sensor. The electronic control module or ECM then uses this information to figure out the real-time and air fuel to fuel air to fuel ratio that exists in the vehicle's engine. Number 8, bad fuel injectors. Fuel injectors are an important management component of a vehicle engines. They are located within the fuel system of the vehicle and their main job is to spray fuel inside to the engine. Ini-spray niya daw to sa inside sa engine. Number 9, bad or weak fuel pump. The responsibility of the fuel pump is to take fuel from the gas tank and transfer it into the engine of the vehicle. Not only that, the fuel pump ensures that the fuel delivered at right pressure so that it can meet the demands of the engine for maximum performance. Number 10, bad spark plugs. Spark plugs are an important component of a vehicle internal combustion motor. After the ignition coil sends an electrical signal to the spark plug. They transmit that signal to the combustion chamber so that its air and fuel mixture can be ignited by an electric spark. The last, bad ignition coil. The ignition coil of the ignition system serves as an electronic engine management element which is responsible for converting the 12 volts of power generated by the vehicle into 20,000 volts. This amount of voltage is needed in order to generate the electrical spark which can ignite the air and fuel mixture of the engine. Dito na tayo sa letter G. At papakita ko na lang ipapanood na video sa letter G.
Hello guys, today in this video, we will discuss about 4 types of exhaust smoke coming out of the exhaust pipe of the vehicle, such as white smoke, blue smoke, black smoke and gray smoke. Smoke from cars is usually an indication of a bad event occurring with your vehicle. It suggests that there is a problem that requires immediate attention. The type of problem can be recognized through the color of the smoke being emitted. The different types of smoke colors and causes are, starting with white smoke. It has 2 types, thin white smoke and thick white smoke. Thin white exhaust smoke could be nothing to worry about, it just water vapor. Depending on the outside temperature like cold weather. Thick white smoke from exhaust indicates coolant or water leaking into the combustion chamber. This causes a bedhead gasket, and cracked engine block or cylinder head. Blue smoke. Blue smoke from exhaust indicates the engine oil entering the combustion chamber and burning along with the fuel. This happens when the piston rings or the valve guide seals are worn out or cracked. Black smoke. Black smoke from car exhaust is caused by incomplete fuel combustion due to excess fuel reaching the combustion chamber. It is mostly due to an imbalance in the air-fuel ratio. This is due to clogged air filter, damaged sensors, fuel injector leak and faulty fuel pressure regulator. Gray smoke. Gray smoke in cars typically occurs from too much air going in combustion chamber or burning engine oil. This due to defective or failed turbocharger, a cracked PCV valve, or a transmission fluid leak in automatic transmission vehicle. Thanks for watching this video till the end. Like, share and comments on video. And also do not forget to subscribe this channel.
Natapos nyo na panoorin ng letter G. Let's proceed sa letter H. So yun, natapos ng panoorin ng video. Let's proceed to letter H. Engine noise. Noises offer insight into engine's condition. Ramping sounds diagnosis can identify whether compression is the same across all cylinder. Compression is one of the 5 critical requirements for cylinder to operate properly. Second bullet, disassemble engine before performing cranking sound diagnosis. Noise could be misaligned starter, spun crankshaft, low compression cylinder, Last, no compression condition. Meron itong laman na may dalawang laman. Bent valves, broken timing belt. Third bullet, engine will make rhythmic cranking sound if compression is same on all cylinder. Ang lalaman nito, train your ear to pick up different compression sounds. Next bullet, running engines are relatively quiet. Next, noises can be indicate small issues as well as something majority wrong. Next, investigate unusual noises and build on your experience. The fourth bullet, mechanic stethoscope helps to locate engine noise. Ito daw yung locate ng engine noise. The first, mechanical or electronic. The second, mechanical is most common. The last, electronic enhances selected sounds frequencies. Next bullet, vibration can be difficult to pinpoint. Ang lalaman nito ay from the engine or drivetrain. The last bullet, best clue is to determine if vibration occurs with engine running irrespective of vehicle improvement. Yan na pong laman ng ating lesson 3. Salamat po sa pakikinig.